Welcome, I'm Sean, and this is episode 24 of BL4 Lore, and we're continuing the fight against Martyr Logarius. So, at the end of episode 23, between then and now, I had an off recording session where I was just fighting Logarius, just because, honestly, I just wanted to see if I could sort of figure him out a bit before the next session, and I found out I was actually starting to come to the end of my blood vials. And I know you probably do too, but I hate grinding, and therefore, at the end of that short session of 4 or 5 fights, I decided I was just going to use my online storage to basically reset to the end of episode 23. So, that's the method I'm using going forward. I'm doing fights until I get low, and then I'm just going to reset the save data, which is maybe not in the spirit of the game, but grinding is the number one worst part about Bloodborne, and I hate grinding in games normally anyways, because it's boring, and it doesn't add to the game, and I wish the Estus system was in place, at the very least, because I just feel that, like, when you're going against a boss, it kills the momentum to go grind. It kills the whole play session, so it's easier and quicker for me just to reset save data, so, yeah, that's where I'm landing on that one, so. But I'm feeling good about the fight. I hate the run-up for this fight. I think that's worse than actually fighting the boss, but yeah, so we're going against him, and I'm hoping to bring it all together. Okay, Loggy boy, you bastard. Alright. Oh my god. That was a stupid first attempt. Ugh. So my biggest issue with Logarius in the first phase almost seems to be, I've noticed for myself, is that it's when he's against a wall, because he is horribly annoying with his attacks. But it's hard to fight against a wall too. You gotta get him away from that wall. Come on, bud. How'd that even... God damn it. That's what killed me. Seems that really at this point, part of it is also that I'm just crap at the second phase. Like, you gotta go in for those viscerals, and get those visceral attacks. Or, you know, not the viscerals, but at least stagger him. Oh my god. Okay, come on. Where are they? Where are you? Damn it. Couldn't get behind him. Alright. Probably got 1 or 2 more attempts before I'm going to reset the file. Come on, bud. You have a corner. Oh, man. That was, oh my fucking god. I'm trying to dodge forward. Thumbs, you betrayed me again. So that last attempt was some real obnoxious AI. Getting jammed in that corner, couldn't pry him out. Dodging those skulls that many times is just asking for me to fuck up. Oh, come on. Okay, that's kind of dumb. It works if you time it right. Alright. I think this will be the last attempt on this session before I reset. It's getting a little late, so maybe a sloppy one. We'll see. I don't definitely like play one time. Motherfucker. I was saying, like I said, sloppy. Well, let's reset. Hello, this is future Sean here, I guess. At least in respect to this recording, past Sean when you're listening to it. But I didn't actually record voice at this point because I was just, honestly, I was just trying to get through the fight, just trying to get past this point in the game because I spent quite a few attempts, but I thought I would, I'm going to get some post-commentary and then I'm going to talk about some things that I look at after and see how that goes. But, so at this point in the phase, I'm just getting through phase 1. Pretty basic. This one just dodge his attacks, usually dodging left, trying to avoid stuff, keep up on them, get them down to that whatever 20%, 80% health number to get to phase 2. Trying to get in a few extra attacks before I do the visceral, and then I attempt, which I miss, because if you get it right, you can chain a few of those together. And then phase 2 here is really, I played around with a few different approaches. Really, I just try to stay away from the sword swipes, try to get a few visceral attacks in, a few parries in if possible. And then for that I just dodge left as he's coming in. For this, I played around with different things, but I ended up just shooting the swords. go. At least get my health back on that one. It would be better to do a few R1s versus a visceral attack, but I wasn't feeling super confident about the fight, so I went for viscerals to push him away from me, so I wouldn't get a quick swipe or something in close proximity. Miss a few parries, which look painfully timed. Watching this in review. Now I'm starting to have that temptation to run in and get some swipes, but I know I gotta hold back because that'll get me killed pretty quick if I just get impatient and run in. I think we even some sort of stutter step. Just so tempted to run in and try to swipe him at this point. Whew. Yes. There we go. Boom. At this point, I just start running around. My God. But there you have it. There is Logarius. Whew. I probably put in, has to be at least 50 attempts on him. Real bastard. But, yeah, I guess I'm still running around my condo. Jumping around like an idiot, probably. Still little celebratory gestures. Yes. And again. And one for good measure. Okay, that's enough. Calm yourself. Light the lamp. And what do we have here? Crown of Illusions, one of the precious secrets of Cainhurst. The old king's crown is said to reveal illusions and expose a mirage that hides a secret. And so Logarius donned the crown of his own volition, determined to prevent a single soul from stumbling upon the vile secret. What visions did he see, sitting serenely upon his new throne? So this is a crown that belonged to the king of Cainhurst, which is interesting because the king of Cainhurst is a character that's sort of mentioned obliquely, and you could even see what seemed to be some portraits of the king in the castle, but he's never expanded upon. And that's interesting in the fact that you just sort of think that the king, at least I thought the king was just a great one for a while, but there's these item descriptions that blatantly talk about actual king, because yeah, so let's check out what happens when you wear the crown here. And there you go, more castle. So this is the illusion mentioned, which takes us to see something vile indeed. So you can see the knights they're all missing a leg, which is just like kind of a funny modeling thing, but it's consistent throughout these knight models.
Visitor, I claim no subjects, but here lieth our throne. Kneel afore us, or get thee gone.
Queen Annalise, Cainhurst, and the Vilebloods, held here by Logarius as a means of keeping her from doing things out in the world, because he's unable to kill her because she's immortal. A lot of statues. Her summons that brought us here, and we just picked up the unopened Cainhurst summons to give to Alfred, which we'll deal with the consequences of that when we hand it off to him.
Visitor, moon-scented hunter. I am Annalise, Queen of Castle Cainhurst. Ruler of the Vilebloods, and sworn enemy of the Church. Yet our people are murdered, and we are prisoner to this wretched mask. What is it thou art in search of?
Why not?
Well, well, an odd hunter thou art indeed. We've touched share in our plight. If thou wouldst this path walk, I prithee, partake of my rotted blood. Very well. Drink deep of our blood. Feel the spreading corruption burn. Now, thou art too a Vileblood. We two, the very last on this earth.
There we go. We have tasted the forbidden blood.
We await thy return for the honor of Cainhurst.
So you can see a blood stain there, an empty throne belonging to the king, presumably. And then we have Annalise, who is wearing this sort of altered version of a like a knight helmet, but she has a blindfold across, and as mentioned in the JSF video, I will link the Bloodborne up close of this. It's not exactly sure what the mask does, or if it was put on her by Logarius, or if it's just something she wears. It's sort of an open end. See, there's still signs of the of battle in this room when the executioners stormed the place. So the basic idea for the Vilebloods, if I haven't touched on it, is that someone from Bergenworth brought forbidden blood, and a scholar from Bergenworth gave it to the queen, and it started the Vilebloods. And I guess in response, the executioners, a group of hunters, decided they weren't cool with that, and they came and wrecked the place by killing all the Vilebloods. And Logarius, with the queen being immortal, decided to stand post to make sure no one could enter her throne room and that she couldn't escape and get out into the world. Alright, so we will continue next time, but I think that will be all for now. Thanks for watching.